Hi everyone, Dabbing Hercules here with another border strat. Today we're going to be doing bathroom and tellers, and the first op we're going to start with will be Castle. He'll be taking the UMP for his primary weapon, and for his secondary gadget he'll be taking the impact grenades. Once he spawns in, you want to make your way up towards office to reinforce the east walls.
Secure the bombs.
So let's go through tellers, through open area, up the east staircase, into main hallway, into office where we're going to hop over the desk and reinforce the east walls. Once we're done reinforcing the east walls, we're going to castle up the east office window and the south double door in office. But before we do either of those, we're going to chuck our impacts at the blue harp on the floor right here to look into main lobby, and our second impact at office wall into archive for the rotate. Then we're going to castle off office east window. And then we're going to castle off south double door in office. Once we do that, we're going to go into armory. We're going to get the south door facing main hallway by metal stairs. And then once you're done that, just make your way into archive and prep the window for a hop out. And then just go into armory, where you'll be holding armory for the first minute and a half. If no one's pushing armory, fall back into archive and give a hand with Smoke and Mute holding office. If they don't need it, then go downstairs and give Jaeger and Valk a hand holding or try and defend the downstairs, whatever going on. If Smoke lets you, if Smoke or Mute mentions that there's anyone pushing the east window and they're on the north hand side, just make a hop out through the north window in archive to try to see if you can get the kill. But your main job as Castle is basically just to make sure no one takes the west side of the building on the second floor, so they can't just easily push their way into archives and then office and just take the whole upstairs. Because if they take the whole upstairs, it'll be much easier for them to then go for the plant, and it'll be harder for us to retake it. So that's why everyone's going to be positioned where they are. We're going to have 3 people upstairs and 2 downstairs. Castle is going to be covering the back end and basically filling in the roles that he needs to. If he needs to drop down to help Jaeger and Valk, then that's what he'll do. But if he needs to stay upstairs to help hold the upstairs hold, then that is what he'll do. With our second op, it's going to be Valk. Valk will be taking her MPX and a Nitro Cell. Once you spawn in, we're just going to be quickly making our way towards the bathroom, and we're going to be checking our first cam in one of the stalls. If you check it at the right spot, you'll be able to see under the door gap, so right about here. And then we're going to make our way into open area, where we're going to be checking our second Valk cam. I like checking my Valk cam here, but you can do it in 2 other spots. So, oh god. Right there. Another good spot is right here on the 4th one, and right up there. After you check your open area cam, make your way into office, where we're going to be reinforcing the east wall that's remaining, and then you're going to be getting the north wall right next to it. After you reinforce both walls, you're going to be shooting out the wooden beam on the south wall and checking your 3rd cam up there. Just try not to shoot out the full wooden beam, so it just kind of like hides a little better. So kind of like so. And then once you do that, just make your way into customs, where you're going to be holding customs for basically the whole round. If they end up breaching custom walls, make your way into server room and just kind of hold there. Or if you think you can, just maybe try to make it into bathroom and just hold that spot. But if you can hold custom, you and Jaeger should be able to deny anyone pushing main lobby. And you'll be able to deny anyone pushing open area from the far east side. And Jaeger in workshop should be able to deny anyone pushing the east stairs trying to maybe head west. So you guys will basically have them pinched off on both sides, of one in main lobby and then one in open area. That being said, here are your Valk cams. The one in office will have sight of office and the main hallway and a bit of fountain and a bit of archives for the impact hole. Your second cam has sight of the center part of open area, passport checkout, and main lobby. And your third Valk cam has sight of bathroom stall, bitch corner in bathroom, the main lobby hallway leading to tellers in bathroom, and just a little bit of open area. So if anyone pushes through passport into open area, you should be able to see them on this bathroom cam. And where it is positioned, it'll be really hard for them to shoot it without really putting themselves in a weird spot. For our third op, we're going to be going with Smoke. Smoke will be taking the shotgun and the barbed wire for a secondary gadget. Once you spawn in, you just want to make your way into bathroom, where we're going to be shooting out the ceiling of the bathroom. So just try to do them in the spots I do it. So right there, and then just come here. Just two holes should be fine, but sometimes you have to do the third one if the board won't break properly. After you do that, just start making your way towards archives, where we're going to be reinforcing the southeast wall and the east-north wall. As you're reinforcing the walls, if a castle is about to impact it, just stand back so you can impact it and then go reinforce. But once you're done reinforcing, you're going to be placing your barbed wires at the west door in archive and the east door in archives.
Down to 5 seconds.
So first barbed wire at the west door facing armory, and the second barbed wire at the east door facing balcony. So west door, east door. After that, we're going to quickly shoot open the hatches as Smoke. This way everyone can drop down, get to their spots that they need to. Mute's now able to see into tellers. After you do that, you just want to come to these two spots really quickly. Just make some kill holes right here. Now you got sight of teller's door and teller's desk. And if you do one right here, you now got sight into tellers by the vending machine, and you can see a bit of the north window. These holes should be good enough where you can just basically chuck your birdies like that. And then over here, you'll have your kill holes looking into bathroom. And you'll have a deployable shield here and an ADS there, and one in the corner over there. You'll be able to see into teller's door like that. Be able to chuck a fell camera, a birdie right there just to deny them. But as Smoke, you basically want to hold office for as long as you can. You don't want them to take it at all, because if they can take over office, it'll be much easier for them to plant either in tellers or bathroom. So you, Castle, or Mute, you three really want to hold upstairs for as long as physically possible. Try to do your best to communicate with Mute and Castle, seeing how those guys are basically your first line of defense if you really need it. If they do end up breaching the east wall, use your birdies to try to deny them entry from that side for as long as you can. But with our fourth op, we're going to be going with Mute, who's going to be taking the MP5 and a nitro cell. Once you spawn in, we're going to be making our way into bathroom, where we're going to be placing a jammer at the bathroom door on the south side. Now, the reason we're not doing this at the castle window on office is just because they're going to be able to break that castle no matter what. So even if you put a jammer there, it won't be that useful. So because of that, we're just going to put the jammer there instead of the castle window. But if you decide to, you can put it at the castle window. But afterwards, you want to come upstairs and start reinforcing Fountain's west wall. After you reinforce Fountain's west wall, you want to go into archive and put your secondary jammer at the desk on the south end. And then we're going to make our way back into the office, where we're going to put down our last two jammers by the east wall to deny any hard breachers from the east balcony.
You must protect your bombs from being defused.
After you place your two jammers, basically do your best job holding office with Smoke. You'll be covering the hatch, so you'll be basically denying anyone trying to plant or push into tellers. With you over here covering the hatch hole, and Smoke over there, Smoke will be basically covering bathroom, making it hard for someone just to go in there to plant. And with you over here covering the hatch, it'll make it harder for them just to come in there without trying to take care of you guys first. If they do end up breaching the east wall, just either drop down into tellers and help Falcon Jaeger however you can, or make your way into Fountain or archives and just help Smoke and Castle out holding the upstairs while the round is going on. But if you do end up dropping down tellers, maybe try to throw your C4 through whatever breach hole they just breached open, and see if maybe you can get a lucky C4 kill from below. But yeah, as Mute, while you're over here, because you're kind of in a safe corner, try to use more of the cams for intel for the team. So you,
Time
You should
expires
be the
in 10
main
seconds.
droner on the team. The secondary droner should be Castle and Valk because of their
5 seconds
positioning.
remaining.
Valk should only be droning if she knows she's safe, but if she doesn't believe she's safe while holding
The
custom,
time limit has been
she
reached.
probably shouldn't go much on her camps just due to the fact that they can get her from Passport. So just keep that in mind that Mute and Castle should be doing more of the intel gathering, where the rest of the ops should just kind of be pushing and kind of roaming. Well, other than Smoke, of course. Smoke is going to be holding his spot, but Jaeger and Valk will be roaming. And with our last op, we're going to go with Jaeger, who's going to be taking a deployable shield and the 416 carbine. Now, once you spawn in, you want to make your way into
Secure
the
the
bathroom,
bomb.
where we're going to put down a ADS in the bathroom on the southeast wall. The reason we're doing this is just in case if someone does try to plant in bathroom, they can't just smoke it off and make it harder for Smoke to see what the hell's going on from above. So he's not just wasting his smokes for nothing. Then once you get upstairs, you want to come towards office east window and put your second ADS down by it. This is just to deny anyone trying to throw any smokes or frags. And then the last ADS will go right here to protect Smoke from any frags. The ADS is also there to try to
10
deny
seconds
any
left.
breach charges that may try to come at the deployable shield. That will be covering Smoke
5
while he's
seconds
covering
left.
this corner. And then once you're done that, you want to make your way all the way in Armory, where
You
we're
must
going to be
protect your
getting the
bombs from
south
being
walls.
defused by Op 4.
After you reinforce the south walls, you're going to just drop down one of the hatches, either in Armory desk or archives, and just roam around server room and workshop. Communicate with Valk and Castle, because if you need, Castle can easily apply pressure from one of the hatches if they try pushing from the exit hallway side from Armory desk. I would suggest maybe just barricading this door, but maybe just apply damage to it. Just make it a little easier to break out if you have to. If you're holding workshop, maybe just put a little kill hole here, just to apply some pressure if they do start trying to take tellers. And if you put about a kill hole around here, well, try not to shoot out the device. Around here, you'll be able to see a bit into tellers if they try to push from the window side. Because right as they hop through the window, you should be able just to see them right there. But yeah, that's basically the hold that you want to do with everyone. So Smoke, Mute, and Castle will be
15
upstairs.
seconds left.
Falcon Jaeger will be downstairs kind of roaming. Castle, if he needs
Time
to,
expires in
he
10
will drop
seconds.
down the hatch and help Jaeger and Valk however he can.
5
But
seconds
if
to go.
Mute loses his east wall and he doesn't believe he can make it towards Fountain in time,
The time limit
he can
has been
drop
reached.
down the hatch into tellers and try to help Jaeger and Valk hold the downstairs while Castle and Smoke hold the upstairs. Now, with this last little part, I'm just going to kind of explain why we're not reinforcing tellers, because I'm sure some people are a little curious. The reason why we're not reinforcing tellers is because if you reinforce the tellers, north walls are outside. Even if you put a mute jammer, a battery there, or
Protect the
electrical
bombs.
claw, no matter what, it's most likely being taken out because the drone hole will most likely twitch, or they're just going to bust open the window and Ash charges, Zofia it, or just chuck a frag. So that's why we're just not doing anything to these walls, because it's just kind of pointless. And the reason we're leaving the rests off is because if they do end up coming in this room and trying to take it over, it'll be much easier for us to take over if it's a bunch of soft walls we can shoot through or breach through, compared to the two windows, the hatch, and the door. And that's kind of the same thought kind of going into the bathroom, because if we reinforce these 3
10
walls,
seconds.
there's really no way to retake it if a Monty starts blocking that door on us.
5 seconds and counting.
And the reason we're having 2 people downstairs is because if Jaeger is already in workshop, and
Surveillance on
because
bomb.
most likely
Op
they're
4
going to try to
has the
push through
diffuser.
Passport Custom, so if they're pushing through Passport Custom and they figure out that Valk's in here, they're probably going to try to breach open this wall. Even if they breach open this wall, Valk will most likely fall back over here now, and now they have to concentrate on applying pressure here, where you as Jaeger could easily just make some more kill holes, or you could just get Valk with her Desert Eagle to make holes, since it will be able to make bigger holes a little easier looking into open area. Or you could even put them right here just to apply some pressure and just kind of stay behind the tool bench and workshop. But if for some reason, let's say they don't end up reaching Passport wall into custom, then the 2 of them can easily just hold this area with really no pressure. If they try to take over server or even workshop, they'll have to deal with Castle, who will be upstairs, Jaeger, who will be roaming in here, and Valk can easily just roam around from custom and just flank
Down to
around to
15
try to cut
seconds.
them off. And with the other two ops up there,
10
it's
seconds
kind of
left.
self-explained. I feel like I did a fair amount of explaining on the upstairs ops,
5
but the
seconds
downstairs ops I didn't really do that much. So I just wanted you guys to have an idea what the downstairs ops are doing and why those walls are
Time
soft.
limit expired.
It's so those downstairs ops can retake those spots or sites if they need to. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this border strat video, and until next time, Dabbin Hercules out.